$185,000 saved at age 60. Sounds pretty good, right? You're about to run out of money in 12 years. And I know what. You're thinking, I've got Social Security coming. I own my house. I'll be fine. Millions of people thought the exact same thing. They weren't fine. I'm going to show you the exact year your money runs out. The Social Security cut coming in 2033 that nobody's talking about. And the 5-year window that can change everything if you act now. Quick legal note. This is educational content about retirement planning statistics and historical data, not personalized financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial professional before making investment decisions. Now here's what you need to understand. $185,000. That's not some scary worst-case scenario I made up. According to Fidelity Investments analysis of millions of 401k accounts, that's the median balance for Americans in their 60s as of 2025. Median means 50% of people have less than that. So if you're sitting there thinking, at least I'm not below average, stop right there. Here's the thing. Average is the new broke. Let me show you what $185,000 actually gives you in retirement. Financial planners use something called the 4% rule. You withdraw 4% of your savings in year 1, and you adjust for inflation each year after that. It's designed to make your money last 30 years. So let's do the math. 4% of $185,000 is $7,400 per YEAR. That's $617 a month. $617. That's what your life savings generates in monthly income. Now here's where this gets insane. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average retiree household in America spends $60,000 a year. Not lavish vacations to Europe, not country, club memberships, not fancy cars. $60,000 for the basics: housing, food, healthcare, transportation, utilities. Stuff you have to pay for. You've got $7,400 coming from your savings. You need $60,000. You're short $52,600 every single year. So where does that $52,600 come from? Social Security, right? That's what it's there for. Well, about that. Because what I'm about to show you is going to make you angry. Right now, the average Social Security benefit is about $1,900 a month. You might get $2,000 if you're lucky. That's $24,000 a year. Add your $7,400 from savings. You're at $31,400 total income. You need $60,000. You're still short by $28,600 annually. And that's assuming Social Security stays at current levels. But here's the thing. It won't. According to the 2025 Social Security Trustees Report, the trust fund is projected to run completely dry in 2033. That's 7 years from now. Not 7 decades. 7 years. And unless Congress passes major reforms, benefits get cut automatically by law by 23%. Not might get cut. Will get cut by 23%. That's what the official trustees report says will happen. That $2,000 monthly check becomes $1,540. You lose $460 every single month. That's $5,520 a year gone. Just gone. So let's run your actual retirement budget in the year 2033. You're 67 years old at that point. Your $185,000 is now down to maybe $160,000 because you've been drawing from it for years. Using the 4% rule that gives you $6,400 a year. Now here's where it gets really dark. Your Social Security benefit gets cut from $24,000 to $18,480. Your total retirement income is now $24,880. Need $60,000 to cover basic expenses. You are short $35,120 every single year, and you've probably got 20 years left to live, maybe more. Remember that $185,000 we started with? That's $617 a month it generates? This is exactly why it's not enough. Let me show you what this looks like in real life. Meet Carol. Carol is 62 years old right now. She worked as an office manager for 35 years. She saved consistently. Never missed a 401k contribution after her company started. Matching. She's got $190,000 in her account. She's actually proud of that number. Her financial advisor told her to plan on spending about $60,000 a year in retirement. With Social Security at current levels, Carol would be about $5,600. Short every year. Tight, but manageable if she's careful. She could cut back on a few things. Smaller vacations. Less eating out. But when that 23% cut hits in 2033, everything changes. Suddenly, Carol is $11,120 short every single year. Her savings drain in 13 years instead of 30. By age 75, Carol is completely broke. $0 in her retirement account, and she's got a life expectancy of 90. That's 15 more years she has to somehow survive on $1,540 a month in reduced Social Security benefits. What does Carol do at 75 with no savings? Move in with her kids? Go back to work as a Walmart greeter? Apply for government assistance? This isn't about Carol being irresponsible. Carol did everything. RIGHT. She saved for 35 years. She's just average. And the system is designed to fail average people. Because broke retirees don't threaten politicians' donor base. Wall Street makes money managing your 401k, whether you retire rich or poor. They get their 1% fee either way. Nobody in power has an incentive to fix this. So they won't. But here's what they don't tell you. There's a window. A 5-year window where you can still change everything. I'll show you exactly how in just a minute. But first, you need to understand what creates this gap. So here's what's going to happen to the average 60-year-old with $185,000 over the next 20 years. Path 1. They rely on their savings plus Social Security. They budget carefully. They cut back on expenses. They stop traveling, stop going out, stop buying gifts for grandkids. By age 75, their money is gone, completely depleted. Now they're living entirely on reduced Social Security. That's $1,540 a month, $18,480 a year. Try covering rent, food, medication, car insurance, and utilities on that. It doesn't work. Now let me show you two people. Same age, same starting salary, same expenses, same life, but completely different outcomes. Meet Jennifer and Mark. Both are 60 years old today. Both earned $75,000 a year during their careers. Both contributed the same percentage to their 401k accounts. Jennifer has $185,000 saved. Mark has $750,000. How is that possible? Jennifer started saving at age 35. Mark started saving at age 25. That's the only difference. 10 years. Same contribution amount every year. Same investment returns. Just 10 years earlier. Fast forward to age 65. Jennifer's account is worth about $240,000. Mark's account is worth $1.1 million. And here's the kicker. Mark's savings generate $44,000 a year using the 4% rule. Add his Social Security of $18,480 after the cut. Mark's total retirement income is $62,480. He's above the $60,000 average spending threshold. He doesn't have to touch his principal. His money actually keeps growing, even in retirement. Jennifer's savings generate $9,600 a year. With Social Security, she's at $28,080 total. After the 23% cut, she's forced to drain her principal every single year just to survive. Mark retires comfortably, takes vacations, helps his grandkids with college. Jennifer retires into poverty. 10 years of starting earlier. That's the entire difference between comfort and catastrophe. Now, if you're 60 years old sitting on $185,000, you're probably thinking, great, thanks for the nightmare. I'm screwed. But here's the good news. You're not dead yet. You've still got options. Not easy options. Not comfortable options, but options. Because there's a group of people who started exactly where you are right now and changed their entire retirement trajectory in 5 years. I'm going to show you exactly what they did. Here's what nobody tells you about being 60 with $185,000 saved. You've actually got 2 massive advantages. 1, you can still work. I know. You don't want to hear that? You're tired. You've been working for 40 years. You want to retire. I get it, but hear me out. 2, the IRS lets you contribute more to retirement accounts after age 50. They're called catch-up contributions. Most people don't even know these exist. And the people who do know about them don't use them. That's the mistake. So here's the framework. I call it the 5-year window. It's not comfortable. It's not what you dreamed retirement would look like. But it works. You're 60 right now. You work until 65. 5 more years. During those 5 years, you do 4 things. Level 1. Max out your catch-up contributions. According to IRS guidelines, in 2025 and 2026, you can contribute $30,500 to a 401k if you're over 50. That's $7,500 more than younger workers are allowed to contribute. If your employer matches even 3%, that's an extra $915 a year in free money. Over 5 years, maxing out these contributions adds $152,500 to your account, assuming a conservative 7% average annual return. That's not hypothetical. That's just math. Level 2. Cut your spending now to retirement levels. Not when you retire. Now, you need to practice living on $60,000 total while you're still working. If you're earning $75,000, you bank everything above that $60,000. That's $15,000 a year minimum, going straight into savings. Pre-tax. Over 5 years, that's another $86,000 in your account. Level 3. Delay Social Security until age 70. Every year you delay past your full retirement age, your benefit increases by 8%. That's guaranteed. No market risk. No volatility. 8% per year. Now here's what's wild about this. If your benefit at age 67 is $2,000 a month, waiting until 70 makes it $2,480. That's $5,760 more per year. For life, even with the 23% cut coming in 2033. Your delayed benefit at 70 is still higher than taking it at 67. You get $1,910 month instead of $1,540. That's an extra $4,440 per year, every year, until you die. Level 4. Shift to an aggressive growth allocation. At age 60, most financial advisors tell you to move everything into safe bonds. Low risk, low return. That's a mistake if you're behind on savings. You need growth. A 60 to 40 stock to bond allocation until you hit 67. Then, shift to conservative. Yes, this is riskier. But you know what's also risky? Running out of money at age 75 and having 15 years left to live. So what does this framework actually give you? Let's add it all up. You start today with $185,000. You add $152,500 from maxed catch-up contributions over 5 years. You add $86,000 from cutting spending and banking the difference. You're at $423,500 by age 65. With 7% average annual returns, you're actually closer to $480,000. Now you delay Social Security until 70. You live on part-time work and careful withdrawals from your account for 5 more years. By age 70, your account balance is around $550,000. Your Social Security benefit is $1,910 a month after the cuts. Instead of $1,540 if you'd taken it at 67, that's $22,920 a year from Social Security. Your 4% withdrawal from $550,000 is $22,000. You're at $44,920 total annual income. You're still short of $60,000, but you're at 75% of your target instead of 50%. And your principal lasts 25 plus years instead of 12. That's the difference between running out at 75 and making it to 95. I know some of you are thinking, I can't work 5 more years. I'm burned out. My body hurts. Fair. Or I can't save $30,000 a year. I'm already struggling to pay bills. Also. Fair. So what if you can only do half this plan? You save $15,000 a year instead of $30,000. You delay Social Security to 68 instead of 70. You still end up with $350,000 instead of $185,000. You're still in a dramatically better position than doing nothing. Here's exactly what to do. Not someday, not next month, this week. I'm going to give you 3 specific actions. You can do all 3 or pick one, but you have to start. Action 1. Know your real number. Open your 401,000 statement right now, not the one from 6 months ago. Log into your account and look at today's balance. Write down the exact number. Then go to ssa.gov and create a My Social Security account if you don't have one. It takes 5 minutes. Look at your projected benefit at different claiming ages. 67, 68, 69, 70. Now calculate your 4% withdrawal from your current savings. That's your annual income from your retirement account. Add your Social Security benefit. That's your total projected retirement income. Now compare it to $60,000. That gap? That's your problem size. You can't fix what you don't measure. Most people avoid this because they're scared of what they'll find. But not. Knowing doesn't make the problem go away. It just makes it worse. Action 2. Maximize the match first. If you're not contributing enough to get your full employer match, you are literally leaving free money on the table. If your company matches 3% and you're only contributing 2%, you're losing 1% of your salary every single year. On $75,000, that's $750 annually. Over 5 years, that's $4,300 you just threw away for no reason. Now here's the critical part. Increase your contribution by 1% every 6 months. You won't even notice it in your paycheck, but in 2 years, you're contributing 4% more. That's an extra $3,000 a year going into your retirement account. That compounds. Over time, that becomes $20,000 or $30,000 more at retirement. Set a calendar. Reminder right now for 6 months from today. When it pops up, log into your 401k and increase by 1%. then set. Another reminder for 6 months after that. Action 3. Cut one big thing, not 100 small things. Most people try to cut everywhere and fail at everything. Cut one big thing, not coffee, not Netflix, not eating out once a week. One big thing. That $600 car payment? Sell the car. Buy a $15,000 used car in cash. Save $500 a month. That's $6,000 a year. $30,000 over 5 years. Or downsize your house now. Not at retirement when you're forced to. Now, while you can still. Use the equity. A $400,000 house becomes a $280,000 house. You bank the $120,000 difference. Add it straight to your retirement savings. One big move beats 100 small ones. And if you're thinking, I can't save $30,000 a year fine, start with $3,000. That's $250 a month. Automate it. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your 401k or IRA. The number one reason people don't save isn't that they can't afford it. It's that they wait until the end of the month, and there's never money left. Pay yourself first. Automate it before you even see the money. So here's what I want you to take away from this. 3 things. First, $185,000 at age 60 is not a success story. It's a warning sign. It means you're on track to run out of money in your mid-70s. That's not retirement. That's a countdown. Second, Social Security is getting cut in 7 years by 23%. That's not a maybe. That's not fear-mongering. That's what the Social Security Trustees Report says will happen unless Congress passes major reforms. And Congress has done nothing for 20 years. Don't count on them fixing this in the next 7. Third, you have options right now, but only if you act. In the next 5 years, after 65, your options shrink dramatically. You can't contribute to a $401,000 if you're not working. You can't make up for lost time if you've already retired. The window is closing. Remember Carol? The office manager with $190,000? She watched this same math. She made a choice. She worked 3 more years. Maxed her catch-up. Contributions. Delayed Social Security to 69 instead of taking it at 67. By age 69, she had $420,000 saved instead of $190,000. Her benefit was $2,350 a month instead of $1,540 after the cuts. She changed her entire retirement trajectory. In 36 months, she didn't get lucky. She didn't win the lottery. She didn't inherit money. She got serious. Here's the reality. The 1.8% of Americans who retire with over $1 million didn't earn more than you. They didn't get some special advantage. They started earlier, and they stayed consistent. But you're not competing with them. You're competing with your future self, the version of you at age 75, trying to survive on $1,540 a month, wondering why you didn't do something back when you still had time. Or the version of you at 75 who's comfortable, who can afford medication without choosing between pills and food, who can help your grandkids, who doesn't lie awake at night doing math. That version exists because you made hard choices at 60. You have $185,000 right now. That's not nothing. But it's not enough. The good news? You still have time. 5 years. If you start now, not Monday, not after the holidays, not when things settle down. Because every month you wait, this gets harder. Every year you delay costs you $20,000 in retirement income. The math doesn't care about your excuses. Start today.